Hello viewers, I am Justin Marshall working as an assistant professor, PG Department of Computer Applications, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Cuddalore. In this video, we are going to see about functions in PLSQL. In this slide, we are going to see what is meant by function. Function is a named PLSQL block that returns a value. It's a named PLSQL block which returns some value. And then a function can be stored in a database as a schema object for repeated execution. Once it is stored in the database, it will be used or it will be executed repeatedly whenever we need. And a function is called as a part of an SQL expression. A function will be called as a part of an SQL expression. In this slide, we are seeing the syntax for creating functions. So we are using create or replace is an option. Replace is used to replace the function with the same name. If you want to replace, we can replace with the same name. For that, we are using replace. Otherwise, if you don't want to replace, if we are going to say with some other name, it's not mandatory to use replace. So it's better if you are using the replace function, replace keyword, we can replace the function with the same name. So we are using replace, create or replace function keyword, and then function name. We have to give some name to that function, and then in bracket, if you are going to pass any parameter, we have to declare the parameter and data type. And then next, the function should return a value. So we have to use keyword return. The data type that which the function is going to return, we have to give that particular data type. If it is number, number. If it is varchar, varchar. If it is date, date. We have to give it as date. And next we have to use is or as. And then the PLSQL block which is contains the coding to execute the function to execute. So we have to give within the PLSQL block. So this is the syntax for creating functions. Next, here we are going to see the example of function. So here what we are going to do is, by giving the employee ID, I am going to fetch the salary of that particular employee. So that this function is written create or replace function. I have given the name as a get underscore salary, and I am passing the parameter p underscore employee ID as a variable used to pass the employee ID by referencing the employee ID column in the EMP table. Then it's going to return number. So I have given return number, and I have using keyword if. And next I am declaring an variable to store the salary. So I am using v underscore salary by referencing the salary column in the EMP table. Next, I am going to start the execution by using the keyword begin. Begin select salary into v underscore salary. So I am going to select the salary and store into v underscore salary from the table EMP, where employee ID equal to p underscore employee ID, the variable which I am using as a parameter. So I am going to pass the value in this parameter. Based on that, I am going to select the salary and storing into v underscore salary. And here in function, we can't able to print in function itself by using the dbms underscore output dot put line. Instead of that, we are going to return value. So function should contain a return statement. So it given return v underscore salary, and I am going to end this function by giving the keyword end. Now the function is created. In next slide, we are going to see how to execute this function. To execute this function, I have to declare the bind variable to store the value which is returning from the function. So by using the keyword variable g underscore salary number, now I am going to execute the function execute colon g salary, that is the bind variable, while we are assigning, we have to use the colon G underscore salary, and to assign colon equal to get underscore salary is a function name, and I am passing the parameter 103, that's the EMP number, so that EMP employee having EMP number 103, his salary will be stored in G underscore salary. To view or to display the salary, I am going to use print statement, print G underscore salary. Now the salary will be displayed. Now we are going to see another one function to invoke the function in SQL expression. So here is another example of creating the function. Create or replace function, tax calculation. I am passing on value in number, and then it's going to return number is begin return p value, that's the parameter I am passing. I am going to multiply by 0.08 for tax calculation, and then I am ending the function by giving the end statement. Now the function has been created, second function. Now I am invoking in SQL. So in SQL, select EMP number, EMP name, salary, then I am passing the tax calculation, that's the function name, tax calculation. In bracket, I am giving salary as the parameter, salary as tax function. Now the based on the salary, the tax will be calculated for the each persons who are available in the EMP table. So in this way we can able to invoke function in SQL query. Now how to remove the function? So to remove the function, we have to use the keyword drop function name. So by giving this drop function tax calculation, the function tax calculation will be dropped, so that thereafter we can't able to execute. It's completely removed from the database. Thank you.